Wondery Plus subscribers can listen to Your Stupid Opinions ad-free right now. Join Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Your Stupid Opinions.
Hey!
Hey, hello there. We are so excited to be joining you
Let's
today
go.
with more crazy opinions. We got some small-town murder crossover in this one
yeah,
as
that's
well.
right.
So this is going to be a lot of fun. My name is James Pietragallo. I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Jimmie Whisman.
Can't wait. Let's get into this quickly.
There
oh,
we
wait.
go.
Before we do, though, definitely follow on social media, do all of that stuff, and listen to Crime in
Review
Sports
shit.
and Small Town Murder if you don't already. They're exactly what they sound like, so check those out. Let's get right into this.
Here we go.
We're dipping back into the movie theater here.
Yeah.
We left off last week
Magics?
at the Magic Johnson Harlem 9 AMC theaters, and this is a
It's
mess.
infected, James.
It's
It's
infected.
gross.
As we found out last week,
Yeah.
the soda is infected, which is never great with Magic Johnson's name on it. So here we go. We'll start out with Liz with 1
Yeah.
star. I have never in my life been inside such a dirty movie theater.
No?
Never. I've been in a lot of dirty movie theaters. There's
Yeah. The Dollar Theater
Oh,
that used to be.
those Phoenix Dollar theaters, fucking gross.
Remember there was a tunnel that you had to walk down one of them that had
I
like
know exactly what you're talking
strip
about.
lights,
Yep.
and they were like all
Hanging-
of them are burned out.
Hanging down, burnt out. Yeah. It was like a dark, just a hallway to be sexually assaulted in is what it felt like.
Just like strobe lights in there.
And there's nobody in the
That used
theaters.
to-
Someone could just grab you, take you into some fucking movie nobody wants to
Yeah.
see, take you into Wolf with Jack Nicholson, and then nobody's there. Trying to think of what came out in the 90s that was shit. There's one.
Take you into a replay of Goonies.
Yeah. Good Christ.
Nobody's here to see.
There'd be people in that probably, though.
You think so? Just for the nostalgia? Yeah.
Yeah, understand. Because there's theaters that play old movies.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That movie theater felt like
Oh,
they
it's
just
so bad.
haven't stopped. They haven't stopped playing Goonies. It was so bad.
Still Goonies. It's 1996. We still have Goonies.
I sat down in one of those chairs. It was one of the folding ones, and the side wasn't. It was like broken free, so like it folded down, and then it just like sat on the side, sat on the floor.
Yeah, those dollar
I guess this
theaters.
is how I watched it.
You were getting what you paid for sure.
It's literally $1, whatever.
So this person goes on to say the carpet has paper and popcorn all over the place.
Yeah.
The women's bathroom has several stalls full of filth. There will be poop, is all I can think of from that.
Flush it, babe.
Full of filth. The floors have paper towels all over. Some of the sinks are filled with water.
Oh my God, the drains are backed up.
Either they're backed up or someone needs to press that lever thing.
Or somebody put the tampons in there.
Yeah, just put them right down there. I'm not even going to talk about the popcorn.
Yeah.
Well, how about you need to? That's like we don't know
Right.
what we don't know about the popcorn.
Is there poop in the popcorn?
And they don't tell us. That's all they'll say about the popcorn. My goodness,
talking about
what is happening here? I'm so disappointed in this. We'll never step foot here ever, all caps, again.
Okay.
And there's a picture here of a
let's see.
pretty bad drink station and butter station here. It's it's bad. It's filthy. It's filthy.
The napkins look like they're being puked out.
Yeah, some of them are just laying there all half-assed. There's straw wrappers. Even though there's 2 holes for fucking garbage, there's straw wrappers around
Just
the holes.
throw it at the trash can.
Yep, and there's popcorn everywhere, butter. It's pretty goddamn disgusting. So,
Pretty gross,
next one is 1 star. This movie is movie theater is the absolute worst. They lied that the fountain machine drink wasn't working. They lied that it wasn't working.
They said it was?
They said it wasn't, and it was.
Okay.
Okay, well then this next one should cure you of your need for a fountain drink. There is mold, bugs crawling around the theater. Okay, you don't want a fountain drink then. They don't clean
Get
the
out of
lines,
there.
so get the fuck out. Yeah, that's just gross. Okay, let's go on to 1 star here. This is a long one. Avoid this theater at all costs. I'm planning on it at this point.
No matter what it costs.
It is falling apart. The seats and floors are always sticky. The popcorn is old and never fresh. Then there is the staff. Oh, boy.
There they are.
There they are. Most of the time, there's only 1 or 2 people working because the theater is so outdated and unenjoyable. I don't know. That's not a because, by the way.
Yeah.
That's an and. There's only a couple of employees, and it's outdated and unenjoyable.
Because
this place is pretty outdated and unenjoyable. Only hire 2 people. And I don't think anyone said that.
It's outdated and unenjoyable. I'll bet it's because there's only 2 people working here.
What the fuck? Today, the manager on duty was Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany. She is a darker-skinned young woman with glasses, and she is extremely rude. Yeah.
Okay.
I walked in, tickets in hand, waiting for someone to break them so I could grab popcorn since they move so slowly. I was with my 4-year-old and very pregnant. I hope she means she was pregnant, not the 4-year-old. That's what...
Also, I don't like the description of
4-year-old.
She's like dark skin, like Lauryn Hill, or dark skin like Mia Khalifa. What is she doing?
I don't know. I'm guessing that her name is Zakiya Davis, and in this neighborhood, I'm just guessing that she's probably black also, and just saying darker skin. If it was you going, there's a darker skin broad, and they would sound way bad.
I don't like that.
You're not
dark-skinned chick with glasses.
You're not Zakiya from Harlem, though, so I don't think you have the same cred to say that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she's very pregnant. She started yelling at me about the rules, in quotes. Again, tickets were in hand and someone was breaking them. I let her know she was being rude and there's no need for her attitude.
Sure.
Don't need any of it right now. I'm very pregnant. Well, she didn't like that, apparently, because after I walked away to get in the concession line, she continued to yell, saying I can just leave and get a refund. She sent a male employee over who was clearly not security to intimidate me, which I did not appreciate. What did he say to you? I'd love to know that.
Clearly not security.
No, I let him know that she was belligerent and had been yelling since I stepped upstairs, and I was not going to further interact with her. I didn't need high blood pressure or for my water to break from her need for confrontation. He seemed uncomfortable and finally walked away. He didn't want to argue with a pregnant lady. No one wants to argue with a pregnant lady holding a 4-year-old's hand. That's awful.
And how angry are you willing to get at the movie theaters when you're only 4 months pregnant? You think...
No, she's very pregnant. She has a 4-year-old.
Oh, I thought she... Oh, got it.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm like, wait, she's 4 months pregnant? She thinks she's going to get so raged.
Her water's going to break. Fucking half a fetus is going to fall out.
Lost my child because you guys have a dirty place.
At the concessions, the older man refused to serve me since I wouldn't go talk to the manager.
Oh.
What are we talking about here? I walked away to calm down my toddler who couldn't understand why we were being refused service and essentially kicked out. The toddler's just like, why can't I get my popcorn and go in this movie? They don't know anything about the rest of it.
Toddler's like, hold me back.
Yeah,
What's the problem here?
I will call my attorney.
Angry toddler.
Fuck, about 10 minutes late. You don't want and a toddler with an attorney would be the most dangerous person in the world. Imagine that.
Suing everything.
Oh, it'd be crazy. The courts would be clogged.
You call this chocolate milk?
This is bullshit. Yeah. Suing Bluey for a fucking subpar episode. It would be terrible.
Wasn't even suspenseful.
Suing Cheerios because they get soggy when you put your wet fingers in them constantly to pick up new ones. About 10 minutes later, my mother came up and spoke with the manager, and my mother came. Where the hell was she in this? And she said she's there before. Now her mom's here? What the fuck is going on?
We got 3 generations of pissed off people now.
Mom, come argue it down at the movie theater with me. I know you have nothing to do with this, but come here.
Your grandson is pissed.
Whoa. My mother came up and spoke with the manager, and she essentially stated she didn't like my tone or the idea that other customers would see me correcting her and would follow suit.
Oh, you undermine my authority around here.
I got a rep to maintain here. You don't understand. I dominate this movie theater.
Yeah.
She then told us we couldn't get a refund anymore because it was past the movie time. We had arrived at 2:45, showing at 3:03. Okay, we arrived to the 2:45 showing at 3:03. It's really sad. Well, why'd you come fucking 20 minutes late to a movie?
You're right. You're so late.
You're very late. You're a full, they've already done a plot point. It's 20 minutes. You're almost an act late. This is not going to work.
And it's not 20 minutes of trailers. It's barely maybe 10.
Maybe, yeah. It's really sad when someone tries to exert power and ruin things for children. I'm sure that was the goal. We will never step foot into this theater. If you enjoy being treated poorly and ignored by staff and outdated theaters, then this is the place for you. We have been twice this summer and will not be going back. I love all the rest of it I can do without, but ignored by staff is what I need. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for here. M gives that's how I roll. 1 star from M. I do not recommend this theater to anyone.
No.
Okay. This theater needs a change of management, renovation, and enough staff members to serve their customers. Jesus, in the name of Magic Johnson, you'd think this would be better.
I mean, that sounds like every review so far. They're just being real
filthy and rude.
They're succinct with all their points. This is good.
Dirty and rude. The cleanness of the theater is disgusting. So the lack of cleanliness is what you're after here, not the cleanness. I mean, the seats smell like urine. Well, that's not great.
Why'd you put your face in it?
Oh, yeah. Well, let me get real close to where someone else just had their ass 20 minutes ago. Let me put my nose on it. I'm never sniffing a movie seat. It's one thing I'll never do.
And nothing smells like urine except for urine.
It's just urine. Someone peed in there is what the point is. Yeah.
What you have is piss.
And the floors are all sticky. Coming here was really a last option for me, and I regret every moment. I regret every moment of a movie. The staff members' demeanor shows you just how, quote, professional the theater presents itself. They literally act as if they have something better to do than their jobs, in all capital letters. Yeah. I can't say I'll be back here soon or recommend anyone to come. No one come. Abe gives 1 star. Poor hygiene and smells like dirty clothes. That I like.
Leave me alone.
That's such a specific review. Smells like dirty clothes.
Yeah, it smells like a Savers around here.
Doesn't just say it smells bad. He said it smells like a Goodwill in here, and I don't appreciate it. Dirty clothes, sticky floors. I feel like the floors are sticky. Everyone's saying this.
It's probably true. Yeah.
And food line takes forever. It's like waiting for a seller at the dealership. Like a car salesman? Yeah. What a weird analogy.
They get you right now, don't they?
You're going to spend $25,000-$50,000. They're like, hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
And they look at the cars coming in the parking lot and they go to the expensive one to greet you right away.
For sure. Some people take 6 to 10 minutes for not reason. Okay, no reason, I guess. I'm never going to this theater again. Never again. This person. 1 star. The movie theater is fine, but the church inside on Sundays is questionable.
Is that right?
There's a church on Sundays at the movie theater? Pardon?
I guess that's genius, though, because it's cheap to rent those out.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I went to the church 3 times and stopped going due to the push to drink this spiritual water you have to drink every Sunday, and the preach that the water give you healing and power. The only thing that give you power is the holy blood of Jesus, and by reading his words. And there's a bottle here, and it's spiritual water.
Oh my God, there literally is.
It says, "For I am the Lamb" on it, and it says spiritual, and it's literally just Arrowhead that they put a different fucking label on, and they want to charge you for its healing powers. So that is don't go to that church. Isabel 1 star. It's unbelievable the times I've been to this theater, and it never fails where there's people talking and taking selfies inside the theater while the movie is playing, or that's crazy, or there's some Karen looking at you wrong for whatever reason starting trouble. I do not recommend. Wow.
I can't imagine taking a picture of yourself watching a movie. Is that happening?
People are doing it. Yeah, here I am in the theater. Christine 1 star. I always bring my kids and support this theater. Today, my special needs kids was running, and I was told I had to get a refund. She, the worker, rudely came in the bathroom beforehand while I was on the toilet and said men are not allowed in the girls' bathroom to my sons and to get out. Get out, kids.
Whoa.
I explained my small sons are kids, 9, 10 years old. That's old enough to stand outside together.
They can wait.
They're not 3.
They'll be fine.
I remember.
I'm 10.
I know. At 9 or 10, I'm standing outside a ladies' room waiting for my mother. I'm not fucking in there. I don't want to be in there 10? At 9 or 10.
No.
I don't want to hear women poop at 9 or 10. That's going to disturb me forever. That could cause weird fetishes later. I want no part of it, and I'm glad nobody made me.
9 or 10-year-olds they do not need to know that when women sit down every single time it's a giant toot. Every time.
She does explain, though, and they're 9, 10 years old and have special needs. So, if they're you can't leave special needs kids wandering around the fucking That's a tough one if you're a parent and you're out with kids and what do you
do? Does the door lock? You know what I mean? Because if the door locks, lock that motherfucker, take your piss and get out.
I don't think they have a family bathroom, you know what I mean, which would be helpful in this scenario. And I didn't care. She said she didn't care, and I have to leave, and they don't want my money.
Go get a refund, lady. We don't need you.
Take your off-brand ass kids out of here. Sorry. And if I don't, cops will be called.
What? For what?
I will take these two special needs 9-year-olds out of here in handcuffs. Don't think I won't. This is the last day I'll ever spend money there. It be your own people treating you like this. It's sad. So this is saying it's not even white people being dicks. Ruth, 1 star. As much as I love this theater, my visit this time was horrible. An excessively drunk man was threatening other patrons.
Are you sure? Sure.
That's beautiful. As well as me and my family. That's nice. That's fun. We stayed as long as we could, but it became unsafe, and we left before the movie ended. That's the only reason I gave a 1-star rating. Other than that, I normally have a great time. Sorry, Magic. Oh, Magic's like, oh, that's all right, Ruth. Don't sweat it. I'm all right.
Sorry,
I'm a billionaire.
One of your patrons got too drunk. Now I hate this place for today. I'll be back another day.
Don't worry, I'll be back. And then finally we'll do this one. Maybe 2 more. But Jennifer, 1 star. This place is horrible. I've come here multiple times, and it's always filthy, especially the women's restroom. Tonight was the worst, not only because people in the theater think that they're in their living room at home and talk out loud and have conversations, but because someone started smoking pot right there in the theater. Followed by cigarettes. By the way, I'm going to show you a picture of this lady's profile.
Yeah.
She is a
incredibly white lady.
The whitest lady who's ever lived here.
She's in a field in her profile.
Not that smoking weed and cigarettes in the movie theater wouldn't get anybody's attention, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, but her attention is like a fucking dog that just heard a whistle.
She's like, do they all talk during the
weed?
Do they just all talk at the movie theater? Is this what's happening right now?
I've heard tell, but I didn't. Now I've got.
I didn't know, man. They're smoking pot.
Jesus.
They're smoking the pot now. Like, do you smell it?
It reminds me of that Grateful Dead concert we accidentally went to.
As we were leaving, I visited the restroom and couldn't use a single stall because they were covered with urine and feces. There will be poop. God. There it is, everybody.
Yikes.
Also on our way out, the staff, while cleaning, found an empty bottle of alcohol, and all they said was, someone's lit. What are they supposed to do? Launch a fucking investigation? Fingerprint the bottle and start fooling on. Someone got away with it. Oh, well.
And who cares?
Who gives a shit?
They're smoking weed.
Yeah, they're smoking. And really, the cigarettes are more of an impediment.
I'm more concerned with that than anything that's going on.
Because we go, like, all the theaters we go to do shows, live shows, we'll be, in the green rooms or whatever. And they're always like, smoke weed anywhere you want. Can't smoke cigarettes, though, because that link. But weed, knock yourselves out.
Whatever,
Great.
I don't care.
No problem. Sounds good.
This place is 140 years old and historic,
weed only, please.
And it's on a national registry of historic places. Have a bong.
Yeah, go. Smoke all the weed you want, but please,
whatever.
Cigarettes outside. Okay.
Whoa. What is that, a Marlboro? Get out of here.
Oh, Jesus. What are you, crazy? I thought you were smoking a blunt there. That's a wrong
You're gonna
thing.
Kill us all.
This person says, I know the neighborhood isn't the best, but honestly, for the prices we are paying, that shouldn't matter. This theater will be a last resort for me, and I surely hope things change because you're only attracting the riffraff that prevent respectable customers from coming. And I don't think that raising the ticket prices will ever make up for the quality of service. This place is despicable. Mm-hmm. Despicable. Holy shit. Wow. And then let's see. We'll do a last one here. Okay. This is Yajira, 1 star. This theater needs some renovations and a deep cleaning. The entire theater smells like, I'll give you a guess.
Poop.
Nope.
Sweat.
Nope.
Books.
Urine, of course.
Ma'am, there's only one thing that smells like urine.
And that, my friend,
you have urine.
Is urine. You have urine. You're in not luck, is what you are. The floors are all sticky. The bathrooms have no soap and are in need of care. The staff at the ticket counter have a major attitude like they're overworked. This AMC needs some executives to come in and give it some attention. We got to get Magic in here. That's what it is.
We get him away from that baseball team and pull him in here.
There's one more I'll just give you a highlight here. Quote, got bit by a bed bug and caught it after only being able to see 2 minutes of the movie. Called management. They took their sweet time, and the girl manager gave no care to the situation. She looked at me with the look of someone gives when they just don't care about their job.
Caught it.
He got it. He's got it in his hand. There's a picture of it here.
Oh, my God.
It was on his shoe, and then he killed it. So he got bit by a fucking bed bug at the movie theater. Holy shit.
Brought it to this. And they couldn't give a shit.
I am disturbed as a motherfucker right now about that shit.
Well, listen, they paid a ticket too, so enjoy the movie.
Have fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's readjust our eyes to the outdoors. What do you say here? Our eyes are, we're all dark and,
clear our noses.
Oh, God. Let's clear it out.
It smells like piss.
How can we do that? With some fresh air at the beach. Let's go to the beach and get some ocean breeze.
Beach?
On the complete other side of the country, we're going to Huntington Beach now.
Oh.
Which, in California.
This is dicey.
It's its own place, Huntington Beach, California. 3.5-mile stretch of beach and pier draws crowds and hosts pro surfing and volleyball competitions. Okay. 5 stars from Stephanie. And her name is... it's the same name as the Twilight author. So maybe it's her. What's her fucking Myers?
Oh, first and last?
Yeah, first and last. 5 stars. We absolutely loved our time on the beach. The bathroom were probably the only 3-star, but the overall experience was fantastic. There was a lot of space for us to enjoy all kinds of different activities like flying kites! ! The information desk had a helpful employee there, and there seems to be a lot of lifeguards and resources close by if their services were ever needed.
Right.
Okay, terrific. 5 stars.
The lifeguards in Huntington, James, have like a fucking tower there, like a building, like a house.
Oh,
thing.
wow, they have like their own center,
like a place to woo girls on vacation from Nebraska in July. Yeah, it's gross. It's like a frat house for those guys. It's gross.
Yeah, I can imagine what it would be.
It looks like it stinks in there.
What do you got? Some you got a little scrape from the sand? Why don't you come on in the lifeguard house and I'll fix it up for you?
Yeah.
Come on.
Let me up there. Let me kiss it for you.
Jesus Christ. Okay, 3 stars, Janelle. This is my childhood teen go-to beach. Since moving away, I have to admit, we haven't been back in decades until this week. I definitely take into account it's summer break and also a weekend. Well, yeah, you're there during the summer on a weekend. It's going to be packed.
This is going to be awful, yeah.
But holy hell, that was insane. We opted for a hotel right on the beach to not worry about parking, and thank goodness we did. Good luck finding any unless you're there very early. The closer to the pier you get, the more busy it is. Gee, weird.
That's where everybody goes, yeah.
Where all the shit is. While there's a great mall with many food options, it's basically valet or find yourself wandering for street parking or a garage. Prices are steep at the beach, but you know this if visiting. Quite a few drunk people wandering the bars at night. Drunk people in bars at night? Now
on a beach?
That's
Get
beyond the
here.
pale. I mean, drunk people in a movie theater at 3 p.m, fine, but in a bar at night, I won't accept it.
I can't imagine.
Can't imagine. Jeez. Quite a few drunk people and police presence heavy. Well, then don't worry about it. Let them take care of it.
Yeah,
I was really bummed to see the beach closes at 10. So if you want bonfires, get there first thing or there won't be any and you won't get to enjoy them late. Beach was clean, but so overpacked, everyone was practically on top of each other. That's not the beach's fault at all.
Isn't that so weird that a beach closes at 10 p.m.?
That is strange that a beach would close. It's
at
a beach.
All.
It's the ocean doesn't close. It's here.
No.
It's open.
That should be to 24 hours, man.
Yeah, I think you go after 10 at your own risk. You drown, you fucking drown. I don't know what to tell you. That's on you at that point.
There's shit in the ocean that'll bite you too.
That's on you again. John, 2 stars. Restrooms need regular servicing. There will be poop. And hand washing stations with soap. The crowds are there spending. It's not too much to ask for. Come on, HB, you can do this. you can get fucking hand soap. You can do it. 2 stars from Brandon. The water was so gross and you're not allowed the less common ALOUD spelling. to go in past your waist if you're swimming. Also, it's packed. Like there's nowhere to sit without someone blasting their music. And there is, of course, not the correct there, obviously. They can't even spell fucking aloud, I think I'm asking. And the waves are boring unless you go way out. The waves are boring. But you're not even allowed unless you're surfing. That's because they don't want you to get in the way of the surfers and get hit by a surfboard, and then they have to fucking save you from drowning all the way out in the ocean. That's probably why.
And he's trying to fuck a girl on the beach. Leave the lifeguards alone.
He's fingering a chick from from Iowa in there. Al gives 2 stars. Pier is loaded with weird people. Yes, it is.
Those are tourists. Those are people that not from California.
And also people from California.
Most of them on the pier have never seen this much water before.
No, they never have. This is crazy. Yeah. We were trying to enjoy the view. Here comes crazy people insulting us. Okay. That's outside. You're outside. You can't control that. If you go 1 mile each way around the pier, it's nice. Yeah. The pier is where people are going to gather. That's where you're going to get your crazies, your panhandlers, because that's where people are. It's where you're going to get all that shit there. 2 stars here. Believe like everything else in Orange County. Okay. Most of the facilities are contracted out. The air show support teams were volunteers, not even close to how you spell volunteer. Vuleenters. Volunteers. Wow. And could not answer simple questions. Over 100 people in line for the restrooms that were not attended to. Feces piled to the rims.
Yeah.
Oh, there will be poop, everybody.
Of course.
We haven't had poop in a few weeks, so I figured we'd give you a double dose of poop this week. And the smells were overbearing. Gee, in a hot fucking enclosed area with a pile of other people's shit, I can imagine that might stink.
I think they want it overwhelming.
Oh, yeah. Overbearing. That kind of works, too, though.
It does, but it's
not what they want.
It's different.
Jane gives 2 stars. This town is out of control.
It is.
It is. White trash city is how they call it. Oh, everyone's smoke by the beach cannot run anymore without Mary Jane fragrance in the air. Well, you know what? It's also diesel fumes and this and that. And I have no sympathy for that shit outside. There's a lot of smells I smell outside that I don't like. And guess what? I have no fucking control over anything unless it's in my fucking house. So shut the fuck up. Mind your own fucking business.
How do you think non-cigarette smokers felt the last 50 years?
And they just got over it because you know what? There's plenty of bad smells out there. There's poop. There's everything.
But also, think about how great it would be if you picked up a joint and sat on the beach.
Oh, it's fucking amazing. Awesome. Stop being such a hater. Quit with your fucking running and sit down and smoke a joint and relax.
Hit the dispensary, run 2 miles, and sit your ass down and look at the fucking ocean.
That's all there is, man. Despite more and more gangbanger, not gangbangers, just gangbanger, from downtown or Inland Empire with a lot of drugs around streets are becoming really dirty. It's not the town I was born.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, you're probably 60 years old. It's different than it was 60 years ago? Shocking.
Isn't it weird how things change?
Weird. This next person had a terrible experience.
Uh-oh.
CT, 2 stars. Watch out for bike riders on the boardwalk. Got hit by one and he ran. Broken jaw and 2 surgeries later. Let's just say it's not my favorite beach. They got run over by... Was it a motorcycle or a fucking 10-speed?
Electric one? Who knows? But broken jaw.
Broken jaw. That's really run down. Outcast gives 2 stars. Too many tweakers. 3 exclamation points. That's the whole. That's outside again. Michael 1 star. Won't be going back. Very unsafe around pier. Crazy homeless blocking pier entrance.
Oh.
I don't know if that's a bunch of homeless people or one homeless person. Spinning a large patio umbrella. Picking fights. Picking fights? Okay. Cult young adults preaching something down below. That's anywhere in every city where people are gathered.
Yeah.
That's all. Where were we just? The last place we were, there was a ton of that. There was a lot of street proselytizing going on. Not like people with a megaphone and a tent.
Minnesota and Milwaukee?
It was Milwaukee. That's where it was. It was Milwaukee. Well, it was fucking Minneapolis. It wasn't Milwaukee.
Oh,
it was Minneapolis. Yeah. That was interesting. Parents should not bring their family here. Spoke to 2 young police officers riding in a golf cart. They said they knew who they were, but there was nothing they could do. You can't stop someone from trying to convince you to be religious. That's just That's literally America. So, you can ignore them. You can tell them to go fuck themselves. That's something. That works for me. They usually, when they start talking to me, I go fuck yourself. They usually go, okay, and they leave me alone. They know that there's no in at that point.
Fuck away from me.
They all, like a salesman, they have a retort for whatever. Well, I'm not this. Go fuck yourself. There's no retort for that. It's just, well, I guess I go fuck myself or not.
I shall.
Yep. He said, there's no stars for this place. We'll spend our time at a safe beach. The mayor should be ashamed of him or herself. I don't even know who the mayor is, but they should be ashamed. This is my favorite. John, 1 star. Okay. I love when they start out with it. Okay, check this shit out. Okay, so the other night I see a body laying in the street.
Yeah.
That's a good start.
And
the cops just pulled up. A man has been hit by a car and was laying in the street. They presumed he was dead. They were not even trying to save him. Nobody did CPR on him that I saw. They just left a man to die in the street.
Let him return to the earth through the asphalt.
Roll him onto the sand, I would say. Hopefully the tide will take him in.
Is there a storm drain?
Jesus Christ. When they arrived, the first thing they should have done when they arrived was done some kind of CPR. Who knows? The man might have been able to be saved, but they just stood there and waited for 15 minutes.
Golly.
Till fire, I think is what they're going for.
Mm-hmm.
Fire truck got there, but what chance was there when he was alive after 15 minutes? But if they would have started CPR and meet immediately, I don't know what's wrong with cops anymore. Are they good for nothing besides murdering innocent citizens?
Oh, did he really say that?
Did they hit him with their car? Wow. Yeah, they said that. That was the whole thing. Albert gives 1 star. They need to improve their food.
Who?
Missing flavor. Missing flavor.
The beach?
What the fuck are you talking about? We had 5 beans. 5 beans?
Where did he go?
There is no punctuation. I'm going to read the whole thing just through. Okay. They need to improve their food, missing flavor. We 5 beans had no salt, neither did the rice. I think they need to go back and redo their menu. Who? The fuck are you talking about? The beach?
You didn't go to Huntington Beach.
And ordered 5 beans? What are you talking about?
Where did you go, man?
Where is this from? Oh, my God.
There's so many restaurants there. It could be anything.
That could be anything. It's the beer. It could be anything. Someone who sells a 5-bean special, I guess we're looking for. 1 star, not a friendly place. Lot of police here. Very rude lifeguards. Make sure you are dressed right so you don't get jumped by the beach patrol officers.
What?
Apparently, sounds like it, I don't know if they fuck with homeless people or.
Maybe, yeah.
Do you dress like you're homeless normally? Is that, do you get confused with a fucking hobo very often?
I'd like to know how many lifeguards you're talking to and why.
Yeah,
why are you talking to the lifeguards?
Leave them alone. They have Iowa college chicks to finger. What's wrong with you?
They're trying to get laid. They didn't take this job to talk to you. That's why they're rude. Get away. You're cramping my style.
You're cramping my shit.
You're making the girls leave.
Next up is Perla. Perla, which I can't think of. Whenever I hear the name Perla, I always think of Hunter Thompson and Oscar Acosta, who's his friend who wrote a play called Perla's a Pig. And it always reminds me, if I hear the name Perla, I say, Perla is a pig. It just comes out of my mouth. That was the name of the play.
Wait till you hear about Kyle's mom.
Wow. Yeah, she's a big fat bitch. 1 star. They overpaid us, and they were saying that they didn't, but we had to pay because we were in a hurry because we were in a field trip and we lived 2 hours away, and we called to say that if they could give us our money back, and they were very rude. What the fuck are you talking about? They overpaid.
Who'd you pay?
But they overpaid you is the first line.
Yeah.
So what are you talking? I'm very confused.
You don't have to pay to go to that beach.
No, it's a free.
It's free to go down there.
Walk around.
A public beach.
I don't know what's happening. Logan gives 1 star. It's a very short one, and you know what happened to him. They give you DUIs in the parking lot. Yeah. Yep, yes, they do. Anywhere you're in your car, babe, they're going to give you one. Parking lot, street, wherever.
Hope you learned a lesson, Logan.
Oh, man, Logan. Todd,
he's in store for several more.
He's got it. I was going to say, he's like, I thought you were at the parking lots for free game. What the fuck?
He's going to drive that car onto the beach next time and go, I am not on the road.
See? I'm just lounging out in my beach. Is a beach cruiser. That's what they call it.
This is my beach chair.
Good. Todd,
I
1
needed
star.
air conditioning.
It's too hot. I needed a roof. Todd, getting the lifeguards wouldn't let me into their house.
They said I had to bring a girl.
They said there's tits out, and I was like, fine, I'll leave.
Every guy has to bring 2 girls. And I don't even have one.
I was like, fine, I'll just go to Diddy's house then. Because that's his rule, too.
I'm driving there.
Hold on, let me get my keys.
Get in, I'm driving.
What's that, officer? Todd says 1 star, Dusty. The construction for the U.S. Open, Dusty.
Yeah.
Dusty, with sand.
There's not, it's outdoors. Man.
I think sandy is the word you're going for.
That's what it
dusty,
is,
probably. The construction for the U.S. Open is a nightmare every year.
Right.
Is that the beach? What are we talking about?
The U.S. Open, is that tennis?
I think it's tennis or golf, maybe. I don't know. I know there's a U.S. Open tennis. That's in New York.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's right. That's what I mean. It's like
it's in Queens. I don't know what's going on here. So
was there one in Huntington? Who knew?
Beats the shit out of me. I'm confused.
I don't think he knows.
I don't think he knows where he is. The other person, they didn't know they were at the beach either. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Many people here don't seem to know where they are. They're getting 5 beans. They don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
Next up is Timmy, 1 star. Love it. Don't hate it.
Okay.
Well, you hate it. You gave it 1 star. What are you talking about? 1 star. Place sucks. First sentence.
Yeah.
It's crowded, people smoking weed, and just kind of trashy. Not a place I would take my family again. Go to Newport Beach instead. Yeah, sure.
What?
Go to Newport Beach if you want.
It's
Same thing.
California.
It's still a beach.
It's all the same, man.
It's every beach in the country. Go to a beach in Florida, go to a beach in South Carolina, go to a beach in Oregon. They're all the fucking same. It's the same thing.
But is weed legal in Florida?
No.
That's my point. California, every beach has weed on it. They all smell like weed.
Florida is one of the few states that touches an ocean that isn't fucking legal, except for the southern states. But the eastern seaboard, the entire West Coast.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. California, though, the whole fucking thing is that review. It's like, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're in California. This is all the same. Newport's the same shit.
Same shit. Steven, 1 star. Terrible beach.
Yeah.
Too many dope fiends and racists in this town.
Oh, that's true, too.
I mean, yeah.
Huntington's pretty bad.
Yeah, if you want a good beach, head a bit south. Newport Beach is much friendlier and cleaner beaches, too.
Yeah. They're just richer people.
That's what it is, yeah. So next up, our personal item of the week. This is before we get to the restaurant review of a murderer who, by the way, most of these reviews came in the 2 years following when a woman was cooked for 4 days in the fucking kitchen of this place.
Oh, boy.
So you can say, wow. Personal item of the week, everybody,
Here we go.
is the position of the day, sex every day in every way paperback book.
Oh,
it's like a Kama Sutra for, whatever, the joy of sex or whatever. I don't know what was in that. But
somebody realized that those books sell a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
I can write one too.
People like to fuck, and they want to be good at it. Let's do this. So this is described as this activity book is a fun way to keep things exciting and put the spice and adventure back into your relationship. Yeah, right. After all these years of thinking 69 was our lucky number, here come 366 hand-picked erotic scenarios from Nerve.com's wildly popular Position of the Day treasure trove in one gloriously chunky, deeply inspiring and hilarious compendium. Yes, that's 366, one for each day of the year, plus a little something extra for leap year. Illustrated with anatomically correct drawn figures, so you get cartoon porn. Yeah. The positions run the lusty gamut from plausible to creative. to honey, get my weight belt. This is going to require some heavy lifting. With a new position every day, you're sure to keep the love doctor away.
Are there that many?
I know is the point. That's why.
No.
And you'll hear from these complaints. A lot of these are like theoretical positions that human beings actually, and if you did get into them, you can't like then thrust your dick into somebody in that position. So,
I mean, reverse cowgirl can be done 4 different ways if you turn her 45 degrees.
Technically, I guess it would be all sorts of different fucking ways. But some of these are like, you suspend yourself from a ceiling fan and then she, crazy shit like that. So expert authors M and Lowe, Emma Taylor and Lorelei Sharkey, pen the sex and relationship advice column, the M and Lowe Down, advice from near experts on nerve.com. And these are the people. This is only $11.66.
Wow.
For the paperback. If you want the spiral bound edition, it's $27. So, stick with the paperback. Same thing. So 1 star here, or 5 stars we'll start out with here. Pleasantly surprised is the title. Yeah. My boyfriend wanted to spice it up in the bedroom, so we bought this. He was like, this is not what I had in mind. I just wanted to put it in your ass. This is crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, like this is nuts. What are we doing with this? So we bought this. There were definitely some questionable positions, LOL, but the ones we did try were amazing. Oh, so they got some use out of this thing. Yeah. Rachel, 5 stars. Fun way to try new things in bed is her title.
Yeah, right.
You'll need a rocking chair and a sturdy wooden chair to do half the positions. A rocking chair?
Jesus, what?
My imagination just went crazy with that. I'm like, oh, Jesus. But once you have those, you're on your way. Exciting for both parties if you're into that kind of thing. What, sex? Yeah.
If you're into fucking,
If you're into, like, coming and stuff, it's really good. We think it's funny to look through, and we definitely check the daily position, even if we don't end up doing it. Ha. Monkey see, monkey do type of book. No explanations for pictures. It was a cute gift for the hubby.
Monkey see, monkey do.
See, monkey
don't
do.
Treat me like that.
Because there's no written instructions. You have to
dance
imitate
for me, monkey shit. I don't like that at all.
Throw your poop at me.
Yeah.
Ashley, 5 stars. Great gift idea. Wow. All I can say is this gift was awesome. I got this along with other little gifts for our 4-year anniversary. We're a silly couple, so we had a few drinks, smoke a little smoke when we got home. We're like, let's try a few of these and see if we can do them. You got to make sure we don't get no cramp, and I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I really don't. I wish I did.
Well, she's fucked up, James. she's been smoking a little smoke. She drank a little something.
And got her ass torn up. So if you...
she can't think straight.
If you're drunk and stoned and just got fucked, maybe you're bad at writing reviews. Maybe save that for tomorrow.
Maybe, that's tomorrow's problem.
It's tomorrow's deal. It was so fun. He loves us. I hope he loves us. But it's so funny because he keeps it by the bed just in case, he wants to try something out and make sure you won't hurt himself. Make sure you won't hurt himself. LOL. LOL is right. I love this great gift for anniversaries or just a gag gift in general would be cool too. Here's the crazy part. 17 people found that helpful.
Wow.
Helpful. That is the least helpful. I don't even know what the hell she's talking about other than she's stoned and drunk. That's all I got out of it.
She's a party.
Yeah, she's going to be fun with that book. John, 5 stars. Don't Peek is his title. Everything it said was beyond that. That is not yo share.
Huh?
John.
John, wait until...
No punctuation. Everything...
Wait until the jizz dries to talk, man.
Wow. Everything it said... This is her husband, probably, I would think, the last one. Everything it said it was beyond that it is not yo share.
Everything that it said it was...
beyond that is not yo share?
It was everything it said it was going to be. Beyond that, it's not your share. I don't know what
that's what I mean. You think that's perplexing? 2 people found that helpful. So that's fuck that. I don't care about the review. I care about the 2 people who said, I like that. That helps my buying process.
I get it,
what?
Man.
The fuck are you talking about?
I get it, bud. I get it.
Wow. Katie, 4 stars, mostly for straight couples, it says.
Sure.
All of the picture look like the one on the cover. Most of the positions are for straight couples. Some of the positions are for more than 2 people, and some of them are for homosexual couples. So there's a variety of shit, is what they're saying. You could have just said variety for different types of people.
Well, but it sounds like it's probably every position is for a dude.
Yeah, there's always a dude involved.
There's a position.
Not a lot of positions for 2 chicks.
There's a role for every man.
They look at the 2 chicks and they're like, you know what gets each other. Just shut up. You don't need a
You
book.
two don't need this.
Yeah, just keep doing. You know what you're fucking doing. Get out of here.
You're good at this. Stop
it. Shut up.
We need illustration.
We need help. Michaela, 4 stars.
Yeah.
Lots of impossible positions.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. There's new ideas in here. That's the first.
Yeah.
Okay,
I never
yeah.
thought about some of these.
You know, my husband and I have only a few positions that work because of angles of anatomy, so this should help. Angles of anatomy. But this book, people don't match up. Yeah, I got you.
He doesn't hit it.
Well, sometimes also if his dick is too big or too small, or if she's too fat, or if it's, you know what I mean? There's a... Well, people have physical things that they could... It's true.
Or he's too fat.
Or he's too... Well, I said the other things about him first.
Yeah, I know.
If his dick's too small or she's too fat, there you go. What's the difference?
Those two are horrific together.
Or he's too fat and her pussy's too small. I don't fucking know. Whatever you want to say it. Wasn't gender specific. I don't fucking care.
But the first situation is he's going to fall out a lot.
He's going to fall out a whole lot. Totally. She's going to be very disappointed. Let's see. But this book clearly states that at least a third of these positions are literally impossible.
Yeah.
I also haven't read the whole thing yet, but I know there's duplicates. January 25th and March 5th are the same position, same illustration, different name. Fucking scammers. Yeah. I do really like that there are multiple partner scenarios, as well as having stuff for single-sex couples. I'll probably buy it for a gift if I had any. I'd probably buy it for a gift if I had any friends. Lovely. Holy
I like
shit.
the part where there's several partners, because in my head, that's the ones
that's
for me.
But I don't even
have any friends.
I don't even have friends. Never mind several people willing to fuck me. Yeah, that's definitely not happening. Never mind friends.
That's a very honest person.
It is. She's giving it like it is. Kyle, 3 stars. Okay, but not great. Well, that's 3 stars. So you nailed that, Kyle.
Yeah, you did.
The homosexual pages killed the mood.
What?
I was all hard. I had to see a drawing of 2 guys, and I couldn't just flip past it, you know? It made me come. I mean, I got my dick soft then. Sorry. Ultimate Intimacy makes a great stack of position cards and bedroom games. So he's plugging another product. Yeah. Okay. James, 2 stars. I'm wondering if the authors of this book have actually ever had sex. While I get that it's a challenge to come up with 365 sex positions, yes, because they don't fucking exist. That's why.
There's only a few, man.
People used to make the joke about the playing card deck of sex positions going, there isn't 52 fucking positions. 365 is well beyond the scope of what normal people can do.
Yeah.
After all, there are only just so many ways to arrange bodies so that the innie and outie bits line up in interesting ways. That's one way to put it. I did not find much value in this book. Most of the positions are completely impractical and in many cases impossible, and seem to be have been inspired by M.C. Escher. Okay, with the creepy weird thing. Okay, the artist. It seems that the author had a poor understanding of male anatomy and doesn't quite grasp exactly where certain bits are located and which ways they can bend. There's put your dick behind you. Okay, well, this position's bad.
This one doesn't work at all.
Nope. There is no description at all of what's actually going on, just drawings which are not much above the level of stick figures. If you're looking for a giggle and are easily amused by this may scratch an itch, but if you're looking for something to actually spice up your love life and you're not a veteran Cirque du Soleil performer, look elsewhere. This was a waste of $10. It's neither particularly funny nor informative. This person, same thing, 2 stars, repeats old, odd, impossible positions. There's some positions that would require the woman to have a penis. Well, it's going to be a surprise.
That's two dudes, man.
That's two dudes. Really funny to look through. Lots of repeats, uses of a chair like a desk chair, not probably the most fat-friendly as it would require two people on one chair in many of them. Will personally be keeping for SAG, but searching for an alternate Kama Sutra booklet for me and my husband.
Screen Actors Guild?
So that's what I was like, keeping it for SAG to take a look at, see if you can
two
get
people
your union pay.
On one chair, like you're supposed to grab your dick and like put it over there and fuck with it? Like,
yeah.
How big do you think this thing is?
It's a fucking desk chair. That is...
What are we talking about?
Interesting. Barry, 2 stars, was hoping there was more to this. Did you? Really? It's 365 sex positions. There you go. You know there's not that many, so some of them will be ridiculous. It's for the most part a calendar book with sex positions, and some of them be for two women. Some of them be for two women. I don't even know what the fuck's up with that.
Yeah.
Sure, you can most likely make it work with a male and a female. Also, some positions do nothing for you or your partner.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't bother unless you're in for a laugh. 1 star. No reviews help me with this. Help me with what I got when I bought this book. First off, unless you're into guy on guy, woman on woman, or multiple partners, this book might have no interest to you. The positions in this book are redundant, and most of which everyone has tried.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll give it a shot. The harder ones require great flexibility, which can be fun, but there's not enough of them. They have half the book as the above-mentioned guy on guy, girl on girl, and more than 2 people. This is definitely, spelled completely wrong, not just for couples. If you're a couple and looking for a book to get hints from, this is not the book. Also, if you don't have horizontal and vertical poles in your house, that takes away another quarter of the book. So basically, you're left with only the same positions everyone has tried numerous times. Right. Well, how about that?
What'd you expect?
That's what I mean. Lana, 1 star. Too many same-sex pics. They're stick figures. It's not like it's pornography. About 1/4 of the pages are same-sex. I want a book that's exclusively about male and female. I'm sure they exist.
You
Probably plenty.
that one. Yeah.
Then finally, 1 star. Not worth $10.
Oh, $10 is all this is, man. It's
$10. First, many of the positions are repeated over and over with different names and the most subtle of differences. Second, many of them appear in near impossible or extremely physically taxing. Lastly, many are homosexual in nature.
Okay, well,
for instance,
3 cents per picture, so shut the fuck up.
For instance, October 10th is just 3 dudes lined up bear hugging each other. That is not a bear hug, sir.
Yeah, that is a centipede.
That is a different kind of train that you are not aware of, my friend. Holy.
That is a booth train, friend.
This is my favorite one. 1 star. Inappropriate for Christians. Waste of money.
What?
Have Jesus tell you how to fuck then. I don't know what to tell you. The church doesn't provide a lot of instruction on how to fuck well. Oh, man. This book is a ripoff on so many levels. 1, it depicts group sex and homosexual positions that does not warn readers of same.
Right.
Oh, you're an adult. You're about to see a stick figure.
You just found out about it.
Yeah. 2, there are really only 8 to 10 basic positions that are thinly disguised as other positions throughout the book. 3, there are just silly positions, including the headache, in which the couple stand apart, facing away from each other. How the fuck does that work? Your dick has to go the other direction then.
Or you masturbate and
I guess, and go, you almost done?
To the other? Yeah.
You look over your shoulder, almost?
How'd you do?
How'd you do? I'm almost there.
Gobs of it over
there. I'm doing great. I don't know about you. There's a generous sprinkling of positions for Olympic gymnasts only.
Yeah.
Wow. There's other reviews that say not a serious book of positions.
No, obviously not.
It's not. It's silly, and it said it's silly. What the fuck here? There's one position for, it says they want you on all 4s on a damn rocking chair. Like, for real?
What? Oh, that's kind of cool.
It would be, you'd be rocking. I guess that would work. Yeah, you'd have
That's the idea, yeah.
And then this one, the last one, is the most disturbing of all. Jessica, 1 star. My book came wet and the pages are stuck together. Oh, God. And they show a picture and it looks
It did, huh?
Yeah,
it's
check
real.
it out.
She's not lying. Oh my God, she's not lying.
It's cloudy. Yeah, it's really.
Wow.
And the chicks who are the authors, their pictures on the back in this lady's shot, and they look really fucking annoying, by the way.
Did somebody maybe jerk off to their pictures?
Really fucking, yeah, it must have been. Yeah, this is the only thing I can jerk off to in this whole book. Otherwise, it's just stick figures. That said, let's do this now.
All right.
Personal item. We've gotten all caught up on our sex positions. We can do them right on the beach and no one will give a shit, or right in the Magic Johnson Harlem 9.
That's required.
We smoke weed and cigarettes and try to start fights with people. So here, let's go up. Anybody up for some murder soup? Because we're going to do this. This is the restaurant. We covered the Lomita, California episode of Small Town Murder. Featured a guy named David Vines, who was a head chef, or the chef, because it was his restaurant that he owned.
He owned it, yeah.
And his wife, Dawn, was the hostess manager of the place, and he ended up murdering Dawn.
Right.
And the police didn't find out he murdered her for about 2 years. Right. The way he disposed of her was he took her from his house to the restaurant and put her in a 55-gallon vat of boiling water for 4 days, then disposed of the slurry with he put it, the rest of the grease trap shit.
Yeah, the rest of the shit.
That's how he put it, and put it in bags.
He made a soup of the day of his wife.
Then the restaurant was open for 2 fucking years more.
Yeah.
Before he got caught and it was closed down. So people were eating food from that kitchen where a woman was cooked for 4 days for years. Okay. This is the time. He
started her on Monday and poured her out on Friday.
That's about that.
Crazy.
That is diabolical. Fucking diabolical. This is the Time Contemporary Cafe, and time is the spice, not the measure of here. This was at 24. This is closed, by the way, closed business. 24427 Narbonne Avenue, Lomita, California. It says, nestled in the heart of Lomita, former owner of Basil and Rosemary's has returned to open Time Cafe. Time Cafe is a family-owned and operated restaurant. Oh, yes, it was.
Yeah.
They murdered each other.
And, also, he's running out of spices to call his restaurant.
No shit. Basil and Rosemary's. This one's the Time.
Yeah. Oregano's is already taken.
Pretty soon it's the Celery Salt Cafe, and it's going to not go well. Specializes in freshly prepared and made-to-order meals that are both delicious and affordable. The menu is fusion of California comfort foods, traditional New England fare, and Caribbean-style dishes. Okay, that's very different. Yeah. That will be sure to appeal to all that appreciate fine food. Our passion is food, and our inspiration, your satisfaction, and my dead wife. Now, number one, I have to say, 27 reviews were removed for violating the terms of service. These are one-star reviews.
Know what they said. Yeah.
These are people that are like, this asshole killed his wife and then fed us from the kitchen where he killed her.
My soup was disgusting, and I'm wondering what was in it. Those things.
Here's 5 stars. Kevin here from Lomita. This place is a little quirky. That's an understatement, Chief. You don't know how much you nailed that shit, man. But the food is great. We live close by, so it's a frequent stop for lunch and dinner. This guy, oh man. Boy. The menu always changes, offering up surprises every time we dine. Great place, great prices, expect a little delay. They have one waitress, and she works her butt off, and she is awesome. And we know who that is, by the way. That was the girl, the 22-year-old who lived with him that he took to have her start doing all that shit. That is amazing. Brings back a piece of Basil and Rosemary's to Lomita. Okay. Evelyn, 5 stars. I really like Time, and so does my family. My friend took me to Time, and I came back 3 times after that. I really like the lasagna and how it comes with cream sauce and well, she says bologna sauce, but I don't think that's what she's going for. I think she's going for bolognese, which she said bologna sauce, which I really hope he's not making lasagna with bologna sauce. That would be horrible.
That's a very not Italian woman. That's like, I like the bologna sauce. Do you like it?
That bologna sauce was delicious, wasn't it? That is amazing. But that's like that's my nightmare. If like going to the Midwest, going to an Italian restaurant, and they go, "So you want the lasagna with the bologna sauce?" And I go, "Oh God, kill me."
You mean run out in front of a car. Right? No. We use Oscar Mayer.
No, we use only Oscar Mayer finest bologna.
It's 100% all beef.
Why are we giving these people New York accents? We're both giving them this New York accent when it's
they're
really
trying so hard for it to be New York Italian.
It's an interesting combination and one to try. I think it might be bologna sauce.
It may be.
I think it might be. I don't like. Now I really hate this guy. Never mind Never mind what you did to your wife. Yeah, that's bad. But the bologna sauce hurts my heart personally.
What is bologna?
I don't know. I want my
It's
grandmother
just the
to
sweat from the bologna. They just drain it.
I want my grandmother to come back from the grave and stab this guy with her apple knife. I really do.
Bologna sauce. It's very salty.
Very salty. Whew. God damn, man. My family really loves the lamb chops and the steak. They like wine and also how there's no cork fee if you want to bring your own wine. For a long time, it said this place didn't have a liquor license, so they had no cork fee for bring your own wine.
BYOB, huh?
So you could do that.
BYOW,
Yeah. Leslie, 5 stars. This restaurant was closed because the chef murdered Dawn Vines, his wife.
That's true, yeah.
She came in and it wasn't open. She also helped start the restaurant and worked alongside him. Quite a story. And it is. You can hear it.
Also,
Small Town Murder Express.
Her in the kitchen.
That's the part you left out that's relevant to the restaurant, really, if you think about it. Yeah.
It's not just that he killed her. It's a portion of the fact that a lot of it happened here.
Yes, that's fucking crazy. This is Jesse, 4 stars. This review came, by the way, 4 days after David Vines leapt off the cliffs to try to kill himself, and we knew he was the murderer, okay?
Right.
So he said, R.I.P. Dawn Vines, as likely time. Well, yeah, if one of the owners is dead and the other's in prison for killing her, it's probably going to go out of business.
I don't think he's going to hang on.
Time was closed this afternoon when I went there for lunch. At the front door was a sign with flowers that said, R.I.P. Dawn Vines. Somebody else put that there. Mm-hmm. I did a Google of the name to find that the chef owner, David Vines, is clinging to his life after what looks like a suicide attempt. This is not BS, nor is it a lie. Google it yourself. It's not a lie. You don't have to Google it. The whole episode. Then he posted, this was his previous review here. Second time I've been here. That was when he went back. The staff is friendly and attentive. I like this place. However, the menu's really limited. I suppose this is because the place is rather small. The first time I went, I had the black and blue burger. I loved the texture of the meat, seared outside, perfectly cooked inside. This time I had the turkey Reuben. I enjoyed this sandwich. However, the turkey wasn't as standout as the sauerkraut was. As a result, the sandwich was strong on sour and could have had a smokier turkey. My girlfriend had the pulled pork sandwich. We liked this sandwich. The barbecue sauce was good, not overpowering and smoky. The pork was plentiful, but that is not pulled, it's chopped. Prices are a touch high, but the food is worth returning to. Also noticed, the owner is building a patio soon to come. Well, that's great.
Well, it's not going to come.
Yeah. Not going to come. 2 stars here from Jill. This is, my daughter and I decided to check this place out for dinner. I will never go back.
What happened?
Now, there's more coming, but I just want to say that at the time, David... This is a month before that everyone found out he was a murderer, and he tried to kill himself by jumping off an 80-foot.
After she was dead.
Yeah, tried to kill himself by jumping off an 80-foot cliff. He probably saw this review and was pissed.
Yeah.
Think about how much this mattered to him. And then a month later, he's like, fuck it all. I'm jumping off a cliff. I'm going to prison for murder. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Let's see. The service was slow, and it was super hot in there. The soup was pretty good. Why'd you get soup if it's super hot in there?
You had the soup.
Why would you do that? But the appetizers, entrees we ordered were not good at all. My daughter ordered shrimp quesadillas, which had a super sweet sauce, which she had originally asked them to put on the side. I ordered the crab cakes. They were boring and came with all sweet sauces. Pretty much everything else on the menu all had sweet sauces, mango, everything. I wanted something salty and spicy, and they didn't have anything in that category. It took 20 minutes to get our drink order and another 15 minutes to actually get our drinks. By that point, I was completely annoyed and ready to walk out. What a disappointment. I had high hopes for this place. Well, wait another month and a half. You'll get your revenge. Don't worry.
Yeah. All right.
It's going to be gone. Here's one from like 2 weeks before it all went down. Linda, 2 stars. You know the food was pretty good, but the waiter was kind of short with us and kind of attitude-ish.
Yeah,
and
they were busy.
And it's a small place, too.
Yeah.
And she took forever to get us our menus. Also, we had plates way before our place settings. I don't fucking care. Did I have a fork to eat with? That's all I give a shit about.
No, I think that's what she's saying. She had a plate and no fork.
Oh, a plate of food.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like there's a blank plate on the table, like a bread plate. You know what I mean?
But nothing else. Yeah.
But nothing else. I'm like, I don't give a shit about that. Okay. Also, I could hear her fighting with someone in their kitchen.
It's David. He's stressed out.
It's
man.
David. He's a murderer. She should shut the fuck up.
Crumbling right now. His daughter just called him and told him that she told the cops everything.
Everything. That's happening in 2 weeks from now. He will be leaping off an 80-foot cliff. So he's fighting with his new girlfriend, though, because that's who she is. Wow, that's fucking funny. I just didn't feel this place. They were arguing for most of the time I was there. I just didn't feel this place will last, as our waiter told us she was the manager as well, and it seemed very poorly ran. Well, she was 22 and a part-time waitress, and he said, will you manage my restaurant? She had no fucking idea what she was doing.
Also move in and help me raise my daughter and
also do that. Can you blow me, too? The food was great, but this place needs new management to survive. Well, it's not...
I got news for you.
You're going to get new management, I'll tell you that.
You're going to get a whole new owner because this shit's going away.
Oh, man. Overall, loved the food, hated service, and hearing the arguing.
Yeah.
A lot of people say that. 1 star, this fucking guy has got a mouthful to say here. Jeremy, 1 star. Lousy service, salty food, needlessly crowded. How is it? It's small, and there's people in there. Needlessly crowded and overly ambitious menu. Today was the second time I have gone to Time. The first time I walked into the entryway, stood next to the please wait to be seated sign, and waited for an awkward 7 minutes without a staff person acknowledge me. I left.
Yeah.
Today was different. I was greeted at the door in under 5 minutes. The place is usually packed, and though it was only 11:40, only 1 table was open, but it needed to be cleaned first. A busboy re-greeted me and walked me to the dirty table, gestured for me to sit at the dirty table, and then, as he leaves, picked up the dirty dishes. The table was never wiped down. The menu was certainly ambitious, with filet mignon tacos. That's a waste. Shit ground beef is just as good in there. It's stupid. That's one of those dumb fucking dishes. Filet mignon tacos sounds.
The filet's you got to eat that a certain way. You know what I mean? Everybody's got a different taste for steak. You can't do that for everybody in a fucking taco.
No, and the taco meat's got to be flavorful.
Yeah.
Quiche, that's not really ambitious. A lot of people have. Pulled pork sandwich, that's not ambitious at all. You get that at a truck in a parking lot.
You get that at a truck stop.
Yeah. And such. I was excited to try it out. You've never had a pulled pork sandwich before, idiot? I ordered a fried fish sandwich and a pomegranate lemonade. I received my lemonade and took a sip. It was repulsive. That's because there's pomegranate in it. I actually like pomegranate. I don't mind.
It's pomegranate lemonade.
Yeah, when I was a kid, my grandmother used to make me eat those fucking things all the time. Yeah, they were good, though. I didn't mind them.
They're a fucking pain in the dick
to
eat.
The little seeds are so annoying.
It's constant. I'd rather just have a pomegranate green tea is legit.
Oh, it is? I bet.
I love that stuff.
It's probably good. Let's see. My fried fish sandwich was equally surprising. The cod was generous, 2 large pieces on a regular potato hamburger bun, and this is where the pleasantries stopped. The sandwich was served dry, no sauce or mayonnaise. I took a bite of the fish and was shocked by how salty it was. I could barely stand the salt content, but as I ate it, my tongue became numb. Really?
Oh, that much salt.
By and by, I was able to finish. Imagine talking to this person. By and by, I was able to finish. You had a salty cod. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. Relax. A look at my plate revealed they had sprinkled the entire plate with salt before serving it. Oh. Looking down at my empty plate, I could see little crystalline grains of salt outlining where my food had been, as if my food was a stencil for some sort of table salt spray. No, it's just a garnish. They put it... the atmosphere was peculiar. Probably. The murderer owns the fucking place. I bet it's peculiar.
Bad shit.
Most people who dine here likely remember voting for Truman and celebrating VJ Day. In other words, they're 100 years old. They'd have to be.
Blue hairs in here.
Truman ran in 48, so that tells you something. The place is crowded, and you get the odd pleasure of eating your lunch while small bands of elderly folks stare at you, analyzing your eating status and pattern, judging how soon you will free up a table. I will not go back.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, that's tough, man. Katie gives 1 star. Oh, boy, where to begin?
I hope
at the beginning.
Yeah.
The service is what makes this restaurant intolerable. Sounds like Kathy was not doing a good job.
Doing a terrible
job. After being seated, we waited 15 minutes to receive menus. She must have sucked a mean dick.
Terrific dick.
Awful at this.
Terrific dick, terrible service.
Terrible service. The waiter did not come by to pick up our drink orders until 15 minutes after that. Wine was poured in little plastic cups. No, fuck you.
No, that's terrible.
Not happening. I'm not in a field. This isn't a high school party. Give me a glassware. We did get table setups, or we did not get table setups until we asked for them. We only got bread when we asked for it 45 minutes after arrival. The menu does note that one should expect to wait 20 to 30 minutes for food. We waited over an hour. Our entire experience at the restaurant lasted over 2 hours, but we only ordered one course. It was miserable. Yeah. The bread was memorable. Some soft white bread roll with what tasted like Prego spaghetti sauce. That doesn't sound good at all. Unmemorable. Yeah. The main entrees were good. My filet mignon was cooked well. The sauce was tasty, as were the vegetables: spinach, carrot puree, onions, red cabbage. Though the food was okay for the price and relatively tasty, I'd pay more to go to a place with even better food and much, much, much better service. Key gives 1 star. Key is very Asian, by the way, from his picture. Key, 1 star. That'll explain from his, I don't think English is his first language, is what I'm getting at here. Yeah. I live close to this restaurant, and every time I drive by it, it's always so busy. I assume that the food would taste good, but far from it. Very disappointed. I don't think I'd ever go back, and they don't even have high chair for kids. That's the only reason that made me think maybe English wasn't his first language, but the rest of it's probably better English than most people we talk to, so not too shabby. And then finally,
oh boy,
the final review. One of these reviews slipped through their automatic flagging. Timothy got clever with it. 1 star. Food was boiled.
Yeah.
Because he boiled his wife. Overcooked and really chewy because he boiled her for 4 days.
Way too long. Complained
to owner, but he seemed crazy. There you go. Congratulations, Tim. You slipped it in there. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, he didn't seem to mind.
No. And there you go, everybody. Yeah. That is your stupid opinions for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you get out there. Get lots of experiences.
Experience life. Jesus.
Review them and complain to us, and we'll take all the complaints.
And enjoy things with an open mind, for Christ's sake. You're not the only person out there, and you don't matter.
And smoke weed on the beach. It's really pleasant. You'll really enjoy it. And you don't matter. There you go, everybody. Thank you. Follow us on social media. Listen to Crime and Sports and Small Town Murder, our other 2 shows, if you like what we're doing here. And keep coming back each and every week. Until then, we'll see you then.
Bye.
Follow Your Stupid Opinions on the Wondery app, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen to every episode of Your Stupid Opinions ad-free by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app or on Apple Podcasts. Before you go, tell us about yourself by completing a short survey at Wondery.com/survey.